All right, Chris.
What?
How was your day?
Oh, my day?
Yeah, tell us about your day.
Well, okay, so last night, as we were finishing up going surfing on the boat, I got an old man injury.
Yeah.
I twisted as I came down, and I think I tore the meniscus, as it's called, in my knee.
Or something in there.
Yeah, some of the stuff, it hurt real bad. So now I can't twist my knee at all. I have to keep it exactly straight, and then it's fine.
You didn't tell Rachel that this was a water skiing accident, did you?
No. Today,
So wiggly.
despite my old man injury, we loaded up into the boat with a lot of people. What are we, 11?
We're 11.
So 11 people in the boat, and we took off for Rainbow Bridge,
Yep.
which is, it's close to 25 miles from here. Took around an hour to get there because we were going about 25 miles an hour. Really picturesque, lots of cool scenery. Super happy that we were able to show that to Joe and Rachel.
And Holly and Steve, they've never been there before.
That's true.
Either.
They've never been to Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah.
We had to go on a bit of a hike. It was a round trip, 1.7 miles.
Oh, yeah. That's not very much.
It's a really cool arch. It used to be a fin where the river went around it, but then as it came in, it just cut a hole right in the middle and punched through. And when Lake Powell was first filled, or when it reached full capacity, the water actually came up just underneath. I got a photo from my dad that he took back in, I think it was 1984 or 1985.
When you were a baby.
I was a
You were
little
a kid, 4 or 5 years old.
The water was right there. You could actually drive a boat under it, though they specifically have said, hey,
Don't do that.
this is a sacred place to the Native Americans. Do not go under the Rainbow Bridge.
Yes.
Please respect them. And so everybody was like, okay, I won't.
Will do.
Joe, what'd you think of?
Yeah.
It was amazing. I can't explain it other than say it was amazing. Because coming from Florida, everything's flat. Like, the largest elevation you see is the garbage dump. And, I mean, I did grow up in New York.
Yeah.
And we would go to upstate New York. But it's still, the mountains of New York are nothing like what you see here. I'm used to, like, a lot of tree coverage and like, dirt trails and lots of rock. So to be here with, like, the red sand and hike through that, it's just a different experience. And the heat is different, too, because when we got up to Rainbow Bridge, there was, like, a little shelter. And they had a thermostat inside of the shelter and in the shade. And when I say in the shade, it was like, if this is the shelter, it was like right up towards the roof in the darkest part. It was 98 degrees.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I figure it was
And
at
not the
least
boys,
115 or 120 with the sun beating down on you.
It was really hot.
And you didn't notice it walking up until you sat in that shelter for 5 minutes and then stepped outside of the shelter.
Like, hold on, someone turned on the oven.
Yeah.
Well, and it was also interesting because this morning, the plan was to get up and go.
Yeah.
And so we were having mostly leftovers. Although, was Rachel the one who cooked all the eggs, or who cooked all the eggs?
I don't think we had eggs.
Rachel and Steve. Yeah, no, they made a bunch of eggs.
Oh, okay.
But we had cut up pork belly and a bunch of other stuff, leftovers.
Leftover lasagna.
And even our carb burners weren't dying throughout the
They
day.
were good.
We do have some not low carb tortillas here, which I think they're holding on to.
With their dear life. They didn't want to even give the ducks the tortillas.
Yeah.
Their ducks came over by the thing, and Rachel's like, hey, if you have a tortilla, you throw some out. They're like, we'd rather give them your pork rinds.
Yeah. But it's been interesting because if not for those tortillas, they would be in a ketogenic state.
Yeah.
I think they are anyway.
They
honestly,
probably
with
are.
how
They
much
probably are.
How hard they're playing.
Yeah.
And they haven't been eating those tortillas very much. They've only been eating them on the boat when we've been going out.
Yeah.
far
The sun
away.
just went down. Actually, it went behind
It's
the cloud.
It's a lot nicer now. It's less in my face.
Jim was talking about it being flat. There's like a 2,000-foot pinnacle of
Right in
rock
front of
right
us.
in front of us.
Yes,
It's
and
pretty
right
funny.
behind us too,
Yeah.
you can see.
We were actually just talking about this when we were having dinner, which was wings
Yep.
and chicken
Chicken legs.
legs. Delicious. The wings and chicken
And
legs.
almost carnivore pudding.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was some of
The-
Maria Emmerich's egg pudding, but we did. Was it scrambled eggs?
Yeah, and it has
So we use scrambled eggs and Keto Chow core.
yes,
Okay.
and so it's the dairy-free version and it has the cooking.
Yeah.
Chocolate pudding that somehow includes scrambled eggs, which I'm not sure about.
This college kid is confused. What is going on here? Why are we putting eggs in the chocolate pudding? It doesn't make any sense.
And I burnt my
These
thumb.
keto people are
walking
so
down the
weird.
I
stairs.
really hope it's worth Ruth burning her thumb for scrambled
Ruth,
eggs chocolate
did you
pudding.
burn your thumb?
I burnt my thumb.
Oh, let me
it
see.
really hurt. It's
And that's-
super red now.
And that's why
but
you're
you
holding.
can't
Oh my
really
gosh, it
tell.
really is red. That's
I'm-
why you're holding an ice pack.
Yeah, because I very
I
much
dropped
burnt it.
No,
Fine.
just put it in there. It's fine.
Oh, it's in my mouth.
No, we're missing our egg pudding.
I think
All right, let's see. Oh, it's really messy in here. Sorry, we just have limited space. Okay, make it happen. Oh my gosh.
Wow, that looks really not appetizing.
Shh, it's amazing.
It sounds really gross. I mean, taking Keto Chow core and eggs and coconut milk and cocoa powder, but it really does taste like the Snack Wells chocolate pudding cups that you would buy in the grocery store.
I'm so excited. We're having that with our dinner. Thank you. Thank you, Audrey. Okay, what do you think?
Oh yeah,
It was really warm because the eggs were super warm.
Yes.
And then
But how's the taste?
It's really good.
It's really good?
Yeah, but it's like the dark chocolate pudding that
Yeah?
you find at the store.
But it's good. Okay.
I will just stay on blender cleanup.
Oh, that's sad.
And you know what the best part about this is? This is a completely healthy, nutritious dinner. I mean, you talk about eating ice cream for food, try eating pudding.
That's made of eggs and keto chow.
And it's almost carnivore.
Yeah, totally.
But anyway, we were talking about the fact that at this point, we have all of the food out of the coolers and into the refrigerator and freezer, and we
I
will
was-
continue eating it down.
Stressed that we had way too much food, but we might just be fine because we only have one more day and we still have a lot of food
Well,
left.
We have one full day, and then we have a breakfast.
Do we have any jalapeno poppers left?
No.
The jalapeno poppers are completely gone.
No.
We do have those little sweet peppers.
Yeah, we're gonna do
That
Flat
we
River Keto's recipe, which
Yep.
is just sausage and cream cheese and the sweet pepper.
And we can wrap those in
Yeah.
bacon. I think we have some leftover bacon. Because we,
Yes.
we didn't cook any bacon this morning because we were doing leftovers.
Because we planned on just doing 2 meals a day that were good, solid meals. But since we decided to go on those 2 different trips to Antelope Point and then to Rainbow Bridge, it worked out to be able to take stuff with. So we ended up taking the snacky stuff. So we planned to bring wrapped stuff as snacks for the kids if they wanted to eat in between meals. And that was what was their meal on
Yeah,
the boat.
it's been a memorable
Yeah.
trip so far.
favorite part of this hike, Odd?
I like all of the different layering, and you can see all the differential weathering really, really well on all of the rocks. It's really interesting.
Because Audrey's going into geology.
Yes,
That's what
it's
she's
my
studying
favorite
at school right now, and she's obsessed with all of the rocks. It's pretty rad.
It's pretty rad. Our phone is in a little pocket
Yeah, you can
that
see
was
this rock
created
right
through
here.
differential weathering, because this stuff on top is harder to weather than this stuff here.
So then there's all these little crevices. We got a bunch of pictures of them. They're so cool.
So what are we going to do tomorrow, Brain? Try to take over the world?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're probably just going to play.
I have for breakfast some blueberry keto chow pancakes. It's literally blueberry keto chow and eggs, kielbasa sausage, one breakfast sausage, a runny yolk egg,
Gross.
and some bacon. Okay, Holly, tell me what you've got here.
It was a sweet pepper stuffed with cream cheese and sausage and wrapped in bacon, some shrimp, some homemade cocktail sauce, sugar-free ketchup with horseradish, some sauteed mushrooms and peppers and onions, and a beautiful steak.
Nice, thank you. And this is my food. I got mushrooms, shrimp, and the peppers, and a little bit of cocktail sauce. Chris hasn't got his steak yet.
Shrimp.
He's starting with his appetizer.
Yep.
Which is the shrimp cocktail. Sammy, what do you have?
Meat.
Only lonely. Meat. Delish. Hey. Hello, it is day 5 of our Lake Powell trip, and we are packing up and getting ready to go home.
It's very shiny.
It's super shiny. It's funny
Well,
because
it's
the sun's
overcast,
not
though.
even out.
Yeah.
But it's still so beautiful out here. Yesterday, I went out and tried surfing again, and I haven't surfed in a while.
Yeah.
So it took me maybe 6 or 8 tries to get it down. So I fell and fell and fell and fell a lot, but I kept going until I got up. But what I noticed was in years past when I've fallen and fallen and fallen, you get tired.
I've fallen.
I get tired really quick, and I think
It just makes you tired, swimming, and just that,
yeah. But I was really impressed because I wasn't as tired as I have been in the past. I felt like I had better stamina. I felt like, at least the kids were shocked to see me say again every time, because when I got to the board, even though I was out of breath, I was ready to try it again, and I kept going until I got it. And it wasn't until I got on the boat that I feel tired. So it was probably adrenaline, whatever, but I felt like my stamina was higher, and maybe that's because I've been working out. I also felt like my strength was more, I don't know if that makes sense, more strength. I felt stronger, so I feel like that's a win, right?
Yeah.
So that's good. What was your highlight from yesterday?
Well, I'm still nursing my hurdy knee.
Yeah, he has a
So-
hurdy knee. Did you tell him what happened?
Yeah.
Oh,
We
I
talked
don't
about it
remember
at
that.
length yesterday.
Okay.
So we kind of did a recap for me yesterday. Not much else happened other than I had to get up early in the morning, and it was windy again last night.
Oh yeah, that's
So
scary.
I took stuff down and got things ready so that it wouldn't get blown over at like
Yes.
2 o'clock in the morning. But aside from that,
anchor's held. We're just getting ready to go. So.
And are you glad that you came?
Yeah.
Other than the fact that you got a hurty knee?
Yeah, why would I not be?
So he's gonna go to the doctor, I think, when we get home.
I don't know. We'll see.
Or get an MRI or something.
Yep.
So, oh, look, there's a boat behind us. Yay. Anyway, we're grateful that you came along with us to Lake Powell. We're grateful we had Joe and Rachel and Holly and Steve. And look, here's Steve right there. Or at least his butt.
Steve's butt. Touch the butt.
Ah.
Anyway.
Have a great day.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.